Hello friends, welcome to special real estate section with Mr. PK Sabharwal and myself Raman. So Mr. PK, today the most dynamic news in the market, which is I think in a hot discussion today, is the new mortgage rules which has been announced in budget 2019. So what's your opinion upon that? Let me just give a little bit brief about it so that our viewers can understand it. So it's basically equity share mortgage which has been announced by the government that CMHC will be contributing up to 10% in down payment when it's a brand new home and 5% down payment when it is a resale home. But certainly there are some conditions that your net income should not be more than 120,000, and if we calculate as per that income, you can qualify up to 480,000 mortgage as per CMHC. And if you put 25,000 down payment from your pocket, you can buy the property maximum 505,000 if you have to qualify in this program. Of course, there are still so many things which are not clear, how that money will be repaid to CMHC, what is going to be the interest. It seems like it is going to be an interest-free loan, but what are they doing with the equity sharing? Do they gonna take the profit out of the property? Those things are there to be discussed. So PKG, what's your opinion about this?
Ramanji, yesterday I was on vacation actually with my grandkids, but this news was so important for me. So I spent 2 hours at least studying all these nitty-gritties of this budget. What actually, to be very honest, I'm not very happy about this.
Right.
I was disappointed. I was looking for 30-day amortization for non-conventional mortgages. What they say now, when some economists they pointed out this question, they said it is as good as 30 years amortization because they are getting almost same benefits of 30 years. No sir. Now, first of all, it is up to 400,000, 480 and 120,000. If you are not going with this scheme, you can be approved up to 600,000. Why? With 120,000. Am I correct?
Yes.
With 5% down. Why would somebody go for 505,000 just to get that 20,000?
Right.
And what we can get for 505,000? Tell me. Number 2, 30-year amortization can, if they could have done this 30 years amortization, it could help buying power to be plus 14% to 15%, 14 to 15, depending a little here and there. And now 10% equity buying. So how can you match with 30 years amortization? It is something there, but not the full 30 years benefit. I would be very happy if they would have done 30 years amortization for non-conventional, and on plus, if this benefit, then it will be a bonus.
Of course. PKG, I have a little difference of opinion on this topic from you, because I am still feeling that we got something. And up to some extent. Up to some extent, I agree on to that point that it is very close to 30-year amortization because it's bringing your mortgage down by $200.
Yes.
But you have a very valid point in which you clearly mentioned that if somebody has $120,000 income, normally if we talk in the real estate world, looking into 30-year amortization and all this stuff, they would easily qualify for up to close to 600,000 mortgage, which can be a very beneficial situation. Now I have another point in this, which nobody is talking. What's going to happen to CMHC fees? How are they going to charge CMHC fees? Either they will be charging on 5%, which you have put as a down payment, or they will be charging you on a 15%. That's another point.
And number 2, what about is there any profit sharing or not?
That
when they said is not clear.
Of course,
it's not clear. And if there is a profit sharing, then I'm out. I would not consider it worth even. I would say considering this offer from the finance ministry.
Yes. But Mr. PK, I think the major reason why they might have done this, I'm just trying to do my own analysis on this. The major reason could be they want the customer, they want the buyers to switch on to other areas than the major markets like GTA. Because if you go into the surrounding markets, you go to Niagara Falls, you go to Brantford, you go to Kitchener-Waterloo, you go to all these markets, Hamilton, you comfortably get something for 450, 500,000.
And also they're helping builders.
There you go.
Brand new buying, they will put on 10%. So indirectly they are helping builders also. In a way, it is very good. Because more construction, more starts, new housing starts will be there. In a way, it's good. But your point is also very valid. They want us to just get out of this happening or hotspot and get out of this market and just go 30-40 minutes drive from main GTA.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I think that might be one of the reason, but I think you have raised a very valid question. It might be the builder lobby worked behind that and made sure government do something where they give a lot of opportunity, because like if you focus on the GTA, the land is getting very expensive. It is becoming really hard for the builders to buy the lands even over there. So they have to do a lot of tie-ups with the owners on which their profit sharing is being done by the owner of the land. You remember on that day we were on a presentation and this is the same thing the builders were talking, that we are not able to buy the land because the sellers of the land are asking too much price.
Yeah, I would be very happy if they would have come with same 10% with resale also.
There you go. Yes.
Then no partiality for everybody.
Of course.
Clear. 10% equity sharing for anything.
And another good point. So they gave that benefit when you're buying from the builder.
Yes.
So for sure, it seems like they want to favor the builders.
Yes.
So that gives me a question. Are they really working for the richer people who are the builders and want to give them more benefit, more encouragement to first-time buyers?
Good. Very good question. Yes. We are also getting benefit 10%.
Right.
But yes, it is more for the builders and less for the first-time buyers.
Yes.
I would be very happy if they say multiply your income with 5.
Yes.
And then we are giving 10%.
Yes.
Then yes, it was doable. You could have gone up to 600,000 with 10% equity. Buy the CMSC. Builder is happy. First-time buyer is happy. Realtors are happy. Lenders are happy. Everybody is happy. In this case, it is very difficult to buy something for 480 or 505 unless you get out of this happening area towards some outskirts.
Now another point what I would raise, PKG, here is I think the government wants to see how public reacts to it. That is why they did not open everything right now. So they want to see the public reaction, and I think after that they will make a decision that how they're going to take that money back. But still, what I feel, what I believe, in case they say we will put 10% equity, we will take 10% equity, but you have to return only that equity, no profit sharing.
Then good gesture. But I think why it says, the article says that they will wait, you have to wait for next couple of months to come out of all the details. You know why? They may be also waiting for interest come down.
Right. Yes.
If there is some interest comes down by 0.25%, then they are on the driving seat and they'll say this has happened. Now this is the benefit for the first time buyer. Interest plus 200 something dollars. It comes to around I think $240-50 with this 10% equity sharing, and 240. In my opinion, 240 comes with 5% sharing, not with 10. With 10 it should be 400 something, because on 40,000, 10% is 40,000, right?
Yes, on 400,000.
Yeah. Then it's for 10% is 200 something.
Yes. So viewers, it's very, very important for us to wait and watch for the government what actually they come up with. Either they will be saying they want a profit sharing in the equity of your house, or they will be saying it is a free bonus for you. Nobody knows yet. When the time comes, we will discuss more about it, but I think we have very valid points raised by Mr. PKG as well as there are some gray areas here. But the best silver lining what I see in all that, whatever they have announced in budget 2019, PKG, is the RRSP limit has been increased from 25,000 to 35,000, and that RRSP limit is not for first time buyers. It is basically called as, it's for the home buyers. So once you don't avail that facility for 5 years, let's say if you have bought a house 5 years before and you have not have any property for those 5 years, you can again go and avail that facility. That I think is a very, very important point. So it will be a lot of beneficial, and it will definitely give some boost to the market. But right now, the real market situation, BKG, is that there's not much inventory in the market. Resale market is really very good. And BKG, I would still request you, out of all this discussion, why don't you talk about Avia?
See, Avia is one of the, I think, in 2019, in this year, in these first 3 months, this is the best project happening. This is the best project happening with a price less than $700, what I am expecting. If the price they come up with less than $700 per square feet, yes, this is plus. Location, Square One Drive, Confederation, opposite Living Arts, and by Amacon, big, huge neighborhood with shops on the main floor, 10-11 buildings, all town homes, more than 200 shops there. Square One walk-in, 401, 403, and then University of Toronto.
PKG, I don't care for all these things. Did you buy something? That is what my question.
My wife is after me to buy a 3-bedroom because she said on her retirement I have to. Every year she says when some good project buy there, and luckily I'm buying and I have some good I would say inventory with me. But this is the best location. If I have to go to Mississauga for my retirement, or my son wants to go, I'll tell him to buy Avia. But I'm looking what I already told Rahul. That look for me a 3-bedroom.
So viewers, if Mr. PK Sabharwal is buying an Avia, I'm pretty sure it means something. 20 years experience in Canadian real estate, as well as sold millions of dollars of real estate, especially high rise. If he's buying on any project, I think that is good enough to put a golden seal, which I always call as a golden seal. So if you want to get some more information about Avia, I would request you to please get in touch with us at 1833-459-7900, 1833-459-7900, and SaveMax team and Team Sabharwal will be more than happy to assist you for any questions related to new mortgage rules for first-time buyers incentive in budget 2019 and any of the projects whatever is coming up into the market, because we sell very selected products, but we get information for all of them and we will help you out to select, to choose the right one.
One thing I want to say about this builder.
Yes.
This builder is a no-nonsense builder.
Very good.
No-nonsense builder, and I have already dealt with him. I have my own unit here, and if I remember correctly, it is 2106 and 4065 Brickstone.
Right.
It was one of the first buildings launched by Amacon, and I bought that 2-bedroom, 2 washrooms.
Right.
And I found smooth sailing, no problems, and no nonsense builder, and no, I would say, termination clauses and all this. Everything is done, permit is there, everything is there. So don't worry about this. Your investments. Your investment is safe.
Thank you, viewers. And before we leave, number one more time: 1833-459-7900. Thank you very much.